So breakdowns lead to breakthroughs. Darkness comes light, with the highs that comes the lows. Um, and, I just wanted to speak about we like when we go through like a low time, we go through a really hard time, and we could have been feeling absolutely amazing before. Um, but we go through a low time. But once we come out of that, we feel 10 times better than we did before going into this low place. So it's like it's a lesson. So like from experience, last week I had like a really low week. It was like beforehand I was feeling amazing. I was on top of the world. It was like I just felt so different, and I'd read like these different books, and I'd had these realizations, and it was just like, wow, I feel so good. And then last week it was like bam, switched, and it was like, that darkness just filled my head, and it was like, I mean, I'll always keep that hope was always there. Everything's always working out for me, I'll never lose that. But it was the like, it was just no effort. I just didn't, I felt like giving up. It was just like, can I do this anymore type of thing, bed bound and stuff like that. And I don't mean like giving up on life. It was like, everything, all the work I've done, it was just like, it just felt like like overwhelming at that minute type of thing. And it was like, I was going through like old pictures, and, it's grieving your old life. And, it was like, all the fun that you'd had and stuff like that. And, I was just lying in bed and feeling like crap. But with it, like, I think with it being like, I've been a year sober now, like it's a little test for me, because like it's when it gets like overwhelming in my head. Like I used to just, right, let's shut them up. Let's get something to shut them up. Let's go and get a drink. Let's go and get a smoke. So this was like, instead of like like numbing them, shutting them away, like pushing them away, I let them out and I dealt with them type of thing. And that lasted for around a week, maybe, like, and then I've come out of it, like I've had another realization, and it's like, it's like slowly, day by day it was getting better, and then I've come out of it, and like I feel like a totally different person than I was before it. So like, even though I was in like a really good place before it, and like it was amazing, yeah, but like this is totally different. It's like, but like you level up every time. So like, I wanted to like speak about this because, if you are going through a really shitty place right now and you feel like giving up, or you feel like there's no hope, just remember, when you come out of it, look back at who you was before it and think, where was I at then? And like, where am I at now? And like the person before my like breakdown last week, she was totally different. Like, she was still all like loving life and stuff, but like, to this one now, it's mad. But yeah, and like, it's happened before. Like, I'm like last year when I went to Creamfields and came back, and I was so low, come down of the century. But like, coming out of that, because I was like, before Creamfields, I was like doing really well, really well. Like, I'd cut down on drinking and stuff like that. And then coming out of like Creamfields, low. But then coming out of that, it was like I stopped drinking. It was like I had this new lease on life and stuff like that. So it was the same there. And like, each time I have come out a different like person. And then it's just like I've realised that, and then it's reflecting on the different times, and it's realising each time has been like a breakthrough. So yeah, it was just like, yeah, if anyone's good, like, you'll pull through it and you'll come out feeling absolutely amazing. Just believe in yourself and you'll get there. Have a nice day.